having done quite a lot of spa kind of mystery shops lately, it's been so interesting to give the feedback. Ultimately, as a client, obviously we're nitpicking, but as a client, I think you don't necessarily see what we see because you're so engaged into the whole day and you want to, you're there to enjoy yourself, and you usually not necessarily on your own, so therefore you've got that kind of, oh my God, I'm so enjoying it. But I think there's so many things in the spa world, in particular, that is missing, and a lot of it is perhaps a lack of communication between the teams that makes that customer journey slightly disjointed.
Definitely, and from my experience with the spas, that it is the disjointedness between the therapists and reception and maybe the spa attendants even as well, that they're not really understanding, or it's the finite detail for me that's missing even in the high-end spas. And like you said, I think when we are nitpicking, of course, when we go in there, but that's what makes it a 5-star finish for me. And I'm sure almost every time I speak to a friend or somebody who's been to a spa, they say, well, it was okay, but this, this happened or this happened, or my massage wasn't 100%, or they didn't I wasn't asked my requirements, and I didn't quite know what was happening with lunch or something. It's just a few touches that would make, and the teams working together more, that would make that seamless journey.
I think it gets very robotic. We must ask this, we must ask that, we must make sure. So we're missing that personalisation of that customer journey. And to me, not every time, it's a bit unfair, but if you look at a spa and the way they function, it's down to that. It's kind of that personalisation of my journey with you. You've got this lunch at that time, you've got this, and it's very, very, yes, okay, I've got all that. But then I go through and I can't find the towels. I don't even know what this room's for.
I don't know how to use the lockers.
So it's just like, it's that kind of, why are we not working on that customer journey that's a lot more streamlined and everyone is engaging? There's a spa in particular I've been working with for a long time. You go in, it's just everybody will say hello to you at some point or another. From the spa attendant to the receptionist, to even the receptionist who's not dealing with you. To the hairdressers popping in to get something at reception. Oh, hello, how are you? Wow, already I feel wanted. I'm not even started.
Because it can be quite an intimidating experience as a client, actually, or as a customer, as such, of the spa, when you're walking in, because everything's on a bigger scale, isn't it? So it can be quite intimidating, and so then if the whole journey doesn't support you as a new client visiting as well, I think for me, spas have two areas as well. They have their regular members that are, some spas are positioned on golf courses and so on, so they have their regulars. But as a new client enjoying a really special day, for some people, they don't go to spas often, then that needs to be recognised as well.
Well, I also think that when we do mystery shop, if you think about it, you're on your own. It's usually the weekday because we go on quieter times. I'd be curious to know, what is this all about? You're on your own, you're enjoying the whole day. Are you stressed? How are you feeling at the moment? Is this could this become your local? Could you become a member? What is your lifestyle? Usually my sub-story, maybe I shouldn't say it, but it's all about my PA's booked my treatment. So already I've just got a PA, she's working a lot. It's just that already that one thing is just not looked after. And I think that's where there's a mismatch. And usually if you have two treatments, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, there's kind of no communication of what's happened in the first treatment. So you don't even already know the client that's coming for the second treatment because it's just, again, very robotic. Went for lunch, that's it. You know, one of the spa I did a mystery shop for failed to tell me that I could use the facilities before my treatment. So I had my treatment, then came out, I had my lunch, and I was too full.
Yes.
So I didn't really enjoy the facilities that I had 2 or 3 hours for because I was just too full to kind of go in the water.
Yeah.
So I could have used it in before. So things like that, to me, that's a reception issue. That's a management kind of focus as well. And how do you engage the team to think further?
Yeah, and also I think a couple of places I've mystery shopped at recently, I've sort of felt something like obviously I want that communication with the reception team and so on initially, but just something to give to the client, to remind them, this is your journey, this is your plan for today, you could take advantage of this and this. Because I think it's very, in one spa I went in, I was shown to the changing rooms and pointed to where everything was, but it's a huge spa, and I couldn't actually remember where everything was. It'd be nice to have a bit more of a personalised journey.
And understanding what are you aiming to do today, really. Is it relaxing? Is it kind of rejuvenating? Which I like to say. Are you here so we can engage you in that membership? It's that sometimes I find with big spas, and I love spas, I just love it. Sometimes I just find it a little bit too cold and too robotic.
Yes.
And we actually supposedly doing the opposite.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you for joining us. We really enjoy sharing our thoughts on various topics. If you have a burning question, simply comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button to keep up to date with each new episode.